Hi, I'm Andy Morris. I'm a broker with Realty Trust Services, and I'd just like to introduce you to our new bill collector. We've got someone really great for you. Just a second.
Hi, wanted to introduce myself. My name is Vladimir Ivankov and I am delighted to be working for Realty Trust Services. I'm very effective at collections because people like me so much. One of the things I do to make friends with folks is I have an easy payment plan. If you don't pay on the first of the month, I will take payment on the second of the month in the form of an arm or a leg, literally. I can promise you that you will never have a late payment again.
Okay, how did you like Guido? Yeah, well, I'm sorry to say actually, as much as I'd like to have him as bill collector, we had to let him go because, frankly, we don't want you to see this headline. And so you can see the link to it below, but right in our local area, we actually had someone go to jail for improper collections, okay? And so you have to be careful when it comes to collections. Tenants do have some rights, and you need to know what those rights are, and you need to know what landlords have as rights too, which are clearly spelled out in the Ohio Civil Rights Code, as well as there's other laws that apply to, like Fair Debt Collections, FDCRA, and things of that nature. So that's one of the things that we really try to keep up with. And actually, we don't have Guido, but we have our office manager, Elliot Taylor, actually has over 15 years in consumer collections experience, as well as a lot of landlording experience too. Now, you know, there are multiple dangers. This particular person I just referenced actually inadvertently did a non-judicial eviction, where he thought the tenant was out, he went in, reclaimed the house instead of evicting, and then the tenant said, oh, you know, he wrongly went in, and that's obviously a non-judicial eviction. That's a criminal act, and so he actually went to jail for a short period for doing that. We try to keep you out of trouble. That's what we do. One basic rule we try to follow is that we use our process and professionalism to cause the tenant to understand that we mean business and prioritize rent over other things. Because a lot of the tenants that have issues, they actually have the money. They just basically have bad money management skills, and they don't prioritize the money enough. So then they get behind, and one thing leads to another. We try to make that never happen. But at the same time, you have to balance that, your collections tactics, with having enough people connection that people actually want to pay their rent, because you can go too far with collections to the point where they were going to, but then they're like, well, forget it, we don't like you, we're not going to do it. And frankly, we do prioritize pushing for the rent first, because that's a lot more important than being somebody's friend. So in a future video, I'm actually going to lay out our process completely using a screencast, so you can see from beginning to end, what is our monthly collection cycle and how do we work it? All right, look for that video. Have a great day.
Attention landlords, are you interested in professional help, leasing, lease optioning, full service management, or acquiring more investment property? If so, please call 440-220-7300 or email us at sales@propertymanagementoh.com. To get tips, tricks, and relevant Cleveland, Ohio investment and landlord information, please visit propertymanagementoh.com/news and subscribe to our newsletter.